Hi there YouTube, I'm back. I'm going to start another layout, and if you've been watching my channel you know that I've been cranking them out, and I really appreciate all the thumbs up and the new subscribers that I've gotten recently, so thank you for that. So what I'm going to be doing is a 12 by 12 layout, and this is for Mother's Day, and I'm wanting to title this, I looked in my Silhouette studio and I saw that I had a Because of You title from Carrie Bradford, and I thought I would use that instead of the traditional Mother's Day. And so I printed this in color, and what I often do is shop my stash and look for pattern papers that have the same colors in my photos. And I mean, really the designers have done all the work for you. When you look at pattern paper, you know, they've already put your color schemes and whatnot together. So this one happens to be from Pebbles, and it's called Sunnyside, and this one's called Buds, and there's a pink check on the other side. And so I might not necessarily use this paper in my project, but I'm certainly going to pull the colors from here because my shirt is a really bright blue and my daughter's wearing like a pink, hot pink, purpley jacket, and I just really like it. And so, and my front door is a dark gray, but I'm gonna do something with this. And so, because I want to challenge myself, and all the rage right now is using your Silhouette die cutting machine, whatever you have, and making dies and like backing them up and whatnot. I'm gonna give it a go. So this was in my Silhouette library. I've cut a bunch of them, all different sizes. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 of them. So we're gonna see what's what. I'm gonna give it a try, and I've never done this kind of thing before, so I'm excited. So yeah, so stay tuned and I'll be back. Thanks, bye. Hi there YouTube, it's Melissa and I'm back with a layout share. Sorry it's been a little bit. I had some company in, and sorry my printer's making noise. I had some company in and just got a little sidetracked with my scrappy stuff. So like I mentioned in the first part of the video, I was using that pattern paper, the color combination, as my starting point, and then I was just going to jump off from there. So I'm going to go ahead and share the layout, and then I'll tell you what I did. So here it is. This layout was inspired by all of the people that I have been seeing that have been using cut files and then backing them up. The same thing can be done with die cuts that you have from your machine, but I did use my Cameo, my Silhouette, and I cut these from like a free file that I had gotten at some point. So to start with, my back piece is just almost like a Pacific blue. It's not Stampin' Up, it's Basil, but it's a bright blue. And so I took a piece of wood grain. I got several different styles in my stash, so I just pulled one, kind of a lighter one. And so I started, it's hard to see, but in the background, in some of the parts of the layout, oops, sorry, and some over here a little bit, I started by taking a Heidi Swap stencil, and I just put it sporadically in spots around the layout, and I ended up using some pigment unicorn white ink and just my sponge dauber to apply that on the base. I then went and used some Studio Calico white and did some droplets in the background, let those dry, and then in the meantime I started backing up my cut files. Now to do that, I just used a 6x6 pad, scraps that I keep in with this pad, and just started, you know, even Project Life cards that I keep that kind of go with this, so when I'm working on a project, I know a lot of my scraps are in here. So that's all I did. I didn't do each individual space. As you can see, I just put some glue on the back, stuck it down, and then took my scissors and just cut around the edge. Made it really simple for myself and just glued them down. I stuck with the same 3 pieces of green pattern paper. This is like an olive and these two, and use those for the leaves. So all around the flowers there's 3 leaves, and they're all with the same papers. So that kind of eased things up for me a little bit. So then this is just a cheapy piece of pattern paper that I got from Michaels. I took some gray and white baker's twine. I had an old button in my stash, a pink glittery button right here. Just wrapped it around a couple times, put it in there. Because of You is a cut from Carrie Bradford, and I put it on top of a piece of vellum. But quite honestly, in the beginning when I was working on this layout, this chevron was coming through too much, and it wasn't really letting my title pop. You know, it was kind of just intermixing, like this was way too transparent. So what I did was, to fix that, I took some white washi tape. This just has polka dots on it, and see, it's right there, and I just put it on the back of my piece of vellum. To give my vellum a little bit extra, I took my Lawn Fawn. I have these, what are these called? These are stitched border dies. There's a bunch, the dots and stuff like that. So I took that and I went around my piece of vellum after I cut it just to give it a stitched border. It's very hard to see, but it's there. I know it's there, and that's all that matters. So after I put the polka dot in the back, you know, I cut the excess off and put it on there. I used a stamp right up here in my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher and some white embossing powder, and I stamped, like always, I'm stamping on my layouts, true to form. This is an Allie Edwards, and this is called Label Maker. And I did, what did I do? Love This Moment. And then, or Love You Always, I'm sorry, I apologize. I did my journaling with my typewriter. And then these two stamps down here, one is stamped in the gray, Stampin' Up! Ink, and this one's in a ladybug memento. So the XOXO is from this, what is this? Give me a second. Labeled Messages from Mama Elephant. And you know, when I stamped it, my XOXO, they weren't very easy to read. So I just went in with my white colored pencil. I have a Prisma white, and I just went over it just to bring it back to life a little bit. And then Life is Amazing is another Allie Edwards stamp. This one's called Great Memory, and it's right here. And that was it. So I did get my stamping in, as always, which I'm always glad about. I did my journaling. This was for Mother's Day. And I think this page turned out awesome. I'm really happy with it. I love the effect, and I definitely am going to do it again. So, you know, a couple of YouTubers that really inspire me with their layouts, Missy Whidden, she's, you know, always doing some sort of mixed media and, you know, very colorful layouts. So, yeah, this is different for me, and I really like how it turned out. And yeah, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll do my best to answer it. I have a Facebook page. It's called Cut It Up Creations. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. Subscribe to my channel and give me, yeah, if I already said give me a thumbs up, that sorry. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.